Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is December 5th, 2024, and we now have an official date for the approval of the Nike deal. Also, Donyell Malen has offered himself to Barcelona. And finally, English media are reporting that Nico Williams could snub Barcelona once again. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo and I'm still out of the country away from my YouTube studio. This is why I'm bringing you this short live stream to keep you up to date on all Barcelona news. This is not a podcast, so it won't be as long, and also I'm not going to be addressing the chat section. Again, this is just to keep you updated as I am away from my YouTube studio and I cannot edit and upload. Anyways, having said all that, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. If you're looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure to Gyokeres K-Bagger Fanatics. And if you're looking to place any sports bets, make sure to bet us. All links are down below in the description. Now, let's begin with the news because we do have a date for the Nike deal approval. Now, as you know, Barcelona have reached a deal with Nike to extend the partnership between the two conglomerates for 10 more years past the expiration of the current contract, which expires in 2028. So 10 more years, that will be until 2038, where Barcelona are expected to make substantially a lot more money. To be more specific, they're going to be making 48 million euros more per season between the years 2024 and 2028. And after that, it's going to go up to between 58 to 60 million euros more per season. And this agreement was already approved by the board of directors, but of course, it has to be also approved by the owners of the club, which is no other than the club members. And as such, on December 21st, so in 2-3 weeks, which is the same day that Barcelona will play the last match of this year against Atletico Madrid, so December 21st, Barcelona will hold a general assembly with all of its club socios, where the Nike deal would be presented to them with detail and where the socios will get to vote on whether to approve or reject this deal. And this, of course, will also mean that we're going to know more about the deal. You know, we kind of know the rough figures around it. We don't know the exact details, but when the board of directors presents it to the socios, we'll know a lot more details about this contract. So we'll definitely be covering that general assembly. So stay tuned to the channel because I'm definitely going to be making a video as soon as it ends. Now on to the next news, because Donyell Malen has offered himself to Barcelona. Now, in case you don't know who Donyell Malen is, he's a 25-year-old Dutch right winger who can also play on the left wing and as a center forward. He currently plays for Dortmund, and you might have heard his name in the past because he was on Barcelona's radar back when Ronald Koeman was the coach. In fact, Koeman requested that Barcelona sign Donyell Malen. I think his only strategy, to be honest, was just to sign Dutch players because here's another Dutch player that he had requested. But of course, Barcelona back then were not in any shape or form to be making signings. And as such, they did not go for the signing of the player. But now it's being reported that Donyell Malen is looking to leave Dortmund. He's ready to join a bigger club, and he is dying to come to FC Barcelona. Now, Donyell Malen has not had the most impressive career in the Bundesliga. So far, he has scored 38 goals and provided 20 assists in 128 matches. So not horrible, but not great either. But he is looking for a new challenge. He's looking to leave Dortmund, and he's looking to join Barcelona. And it's reported that Dortmund would be willing to let him go for around 20 million euros, which would not be too much. But again, this is the player wanting to come to Barcelona. This is not Barcelona actually being interested in the player. Of course, any player is free to want to come to Barcelona. That doesn't mean that the club will sign him or that they're even interested in him. But just know that Donyell Malen, if Barcelona wanted to sign him, he is an option because he would only cost 20 million euros. And then again, the player would want to come to the club. But now more news, and this one is a big one. This one is a shocker because English media outlets are reporting that Nico Williams could end up snubbing Barcelona once again. Now, Barcelona were very close of signing Nico Williams this past summer, even reaching a pre-agreement with his agent. However, Nico Williams wanted guarantees that Barcelona could register him before the preseason. Of course, Barcelona could not make those guarantees to the player, given the financial fair play situation. And as such, Nico Williams decided to stay at Athletic Club de Bilbao for one more season, with Barcelona still hoping that they could sign Nico Williams, because even though he did snub the club, he is the most feasible option to sign for the left wing, given his low release clause, and as in comparison to what other players would cost, like Rafael Leao or Kvaratskhelia. Now, as I reported before, Barcelona are only going to be making a move for Nico Williams if he publicly announces that he's leaving Athletic Club de Bilbao. Otherwise, Barcelona don't want another fiasco where they announce to the 4 wins that they're going to go after the player just for the player to end up staying at his club. But now it seems that Nico Williams could end up snubbing Barcelona once again, because it seems like his agent has been leaking to the English media that Nico Williams is considering playing in the Premier League. So he does want to leave Athletic Club de Bilbao, but it would be to join a Premier League club. And of course, there would be plenty of suitors. We know Arsenal, Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur, and Chelsea are all interested in his signing. There's also PSG, but of course, PSG is not a Premier League club. So he has plenty of suitors out there, and it seems that his agent is already making movements, kind of trying to get feelers to see, whether Nico Williams could end up making a move to the Premier League, which of course, if that does happen, it means that Nico Williams will be snubbing Barcelona once again, or maybe not so much, because again, Barcelona have announced that they're not going to be making any moves for the player unless the player picks up the phone and says, hey, I want to come. In that case, then Barcelona would make a move. Now, let's end this video by talking about Gyokeres, since we were just mentioning the Premier League, because more clubs have joined the race for the Swedish center forward, who's currently killing it in the Portuguese league, with Manchester City, Manchester United, and Arsenal all joining the race for the 26-year-old center forward. And of course, you might say, why is this relevant, Mo? Well, we know that Gyokeres is someone who Barcelona have considered for the center forward position, but with all these clubs joining, it makes it even less and less possible. It was already very slim chance that Barcelona could sign him. We know that Sporting CP wants 75 million euros for him. We know they wanted cash, no payment plans, no swap deals, nothing like that. So that right there makes it very difficult for Barcelona. We also know that the player prefers to go to the Premier League, and now with all these big clubs with a lot bigger financial muscle or economic muscle than Barcelona joining the race, it's just not looking possible. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. I did go live a few moments ago with more news in a different video. Make sure to check it out. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, peace, class.